Hi everyone and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We're located in Frederick, Colorado. That's about a half an hour north of Denver. Today's video, the purpose is to show you the differences between a 106 and a 112. You might have a 106 already and kind of thinking about trading in on something a little stouter. Well, today I'm going to show you why you should go on ahead and do that. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce you to a 2020 Freightliner M2 112. The conversion is Summit Hauler. The GVWR on this truck is 33,000 pounds. So let's start by taking a look at the rear end. The truck has a rear axle ratio of 3.73. And you can kind of see how we have the trailer hooked up behind us. And I realize the safety chains aren't hooked up, but we're not going anywhere. So it comes with the gooseneck ball already. In addition, you hook the lights in right here. Now right beside the light hookup is a hookup for the Voyager system. And that is, it enables you to hook up additional cameras. You can hook 2 or 3 other cameras up to the truck if you desire to do that. A unique thing about the Summit Hauler bed is this is made of aluminum. This isn't steel. So 10, 15 years down the road, it's going to look very similar to what it does today. Now, as we walk around this way, a comparison between the 106 and the 112 is the suspension on the truck. Obviously, it's going to be a lot bigger, beefier, and stouter since we have the GVWR set so high at 33,000. So that's an advantage to 112 over the 106 is simply the suspension. In addition to that, it does come with larger tires. As you can see, these are 275 ADR 22.5. The Summit Haulers are all lined on top to prevent wear and tear as time goes on. We do offer a large amount of storage capacity. So we take a look at the front one, lined in there as well. Plus there is a hookup for an air hose if we need one. The truck comes with 2 50-gallon fuel tanks. There's one on each side. Now they are connected, so as the truck's sitting there like it is, it's balancing that fuel out. But when you go to fuel up your truck, you're gonna wanna do that independently. Here is the DEF tank right here. As we take a look at the back seat, as all haulers, that does make down into a bed. I did check with the DOT and that does qualify for a bed. And to get that back up to a regular seat, simply push the button and that comes back up. This is a Trickle Charger. So an example when we would use that would be if we're traveling in the night and want to use a DVD player, this assists the batteries. So if we want to have lights on, things like that is what that does. This is the block heater. I mean, obviously we're into that time of year, especially in our country, where we're going to want to utilize that. As we take a look at the driver's seat, some things to see. It comes with carbon fiber interior. All the seats are air seats, so you can adjust that right here in terms of letting air in or out. The front seats are heated and cooled, so you can switch that right here. This is the switch for the lumbar system, so how much air you want in the lumbar or in the back of the seat is right there. They come with kill switches, that is right here. So it is a good practice to get into whenever you're done driving for the day, to go ahead and shut the kill switch off. And what that does is prevent any stray voltage from going through the truck. A couple of things we can see from here, from the ground level. Right up there is our backup camera. I mentioned you can hook up to additional cameras to it. So straight above the steering wheel, you can simply glance up and check the additional cameras as well going up and down the road. Now there's a little pedal right here. That adjusts the steering wheel. So when you're sitting in the seat and push that. That lets you adjust the steering wheel to set it up to what's most comfortable for you. And all of them are designed to start from the ground, so you can start the truck, let it warm up a little bit before you get in and go. As we continue to walk around, this truck is stock number 5N200070. Now let's take a look underneath the hood. That's the Detroit D13 engine. It offers 505 horsepower. Compare that to the 106 is 350. It also offers 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. Again, a huge advantage over the 106, which offers 1,150. Things are kind of color coordinated, so where we see yellow are things that you and I can check. For example, we can check the oil right here. Now, if we are underneath the truck checking the oil, things like that, and a gust of wind comes up, that hood's gonna stop. The only way to get it down is to manually force it down. Now, as we walk over and take a look at directly in front of the truck, I would like to point out a couple of things. One is how large the windshield is. So from simply a safety standpoint, there's over 2,500 square inches of glass on that windshield. So your visibility is very, very good. Another advantage to this truck, and this is an example over a pickup, is how high off the ground we are. So we're actually above traffic, guys. So again, another safety thing. So you can see things both coming at you directly in front and the sides as well. You can see the grille, specially designed by us, makes the truck dress up very sharp. I would like to focus in on the wheels one more time because they do come with tire balancers. And you can see that additional drum right there. Now inside that drum are a whole lot of little BBs and some hydraulic oil. So as you're going and as you gain speed and momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass from the tire to the hub to the rim. All of it is balanced. So that does a few things for us. It makes it obviously a more comfortable drive. In addition to that, it's safer since everything is balanced. And in addition to that, it prolongs its tire life up to 45%. As we take a look inside the passenger seat, again, that comes with air ride. And what the main advantage to air ride is you can travel long distances, those 11, 12-hour trips, and get out and have tons of energy left because you're riding on air the whole time. Underneath here gives us access to the cab air filters. As we take a look in the back seat as well, we can get a good shot of the DVD player from down here. Plus, just notice the amount of space and the amount of room that comes with the truck. So in review, some of the things that we learned today in comparison between the 106 and the 112, the engine is a lot larger, so you're going to be able to pull larger loads easier with that than a 106. The torque is substantially higher. One thing I did fail to mention is that the air brakes work better in this than the 106. I mean, if you have a 106, you already know that engine brake, boy, when you put it on high, it's going to shut things down. Well, it even does even better than that in this situation because of the size and because of the mass. It really is more advantageous in this. So one other thing to mention, this comes with virtual technician. and that is basically a subscription that we'll put in for you. Now, virtual technician, if that check engine light comes on as you're going up and down the road, they can actually diagnose what the problem is. So they'll either tell you, hey, you're going to be fine, go a couple of 100 miles, or worst case scenario, yeah, you need to shut this down, and the closest Freightliner dealer is going to come assist you and get that into the shop. So that's another advantage to purchasing this truck. So as you can tell, lots of advantages to this truck. So if you have any other questions about it, please feel free to give me a call. You do have one question. That is a very good question, and I just actually went through this yesterday. A couple of things determine that, all right? One is how the vehicle is registered. If it's registered into a company name, that makes it a commercial vehicle. A second thing is what you're gonna use it for. In this particular case where we have the trailer hooked up, we're gonna be hauling horses up and down the road? Probably not. But the safest thing to do is to contact your local DMV and simply ask them, because the laws are different from state to state. Was there any other questions that came up? Okay, so, and again, my name is Larry Vickers. I can be reached at 970-370-4067. The work extension, 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.